Hi, my name is Chanel Roth, Operational Director of Cornerstone Tax and Accounting. Today I have Nikita with me, one of our accountants, and Bianca, one of our senior accountants. I've been Operational Director of Cornerstone Tax and Accounting for going on 6 years, and in that time I have walked a path with many, many businesses, learned a lot. While I love number punching, I'm more passionate about business advisory and helping business owners understand their businesses and how to take it to the next level.
My name is Bianca, and I really enjoy helping clients understand their numbers.
Hi, I'm Nikita. I have been with Cornerstone for 4 years, and I absolutely love taxes.
I think one of the things we all have in common is that we don't just want to produce numbers and financial statements. I think all of us love walking that path with the clients, helping them understand and getting that positive feedback from clients. You know, when clients start imagining us as their wing ladies or men, since we do have some men in our office, I think that's a lot more fulfilling.
Yeah, especially when you can call the client up or say, you know the report I just sent you? Did you understand the numbers? Do you need me to walk you through anything?
Well, like when we have to walk with clients, a path of, they get into that situation where cash flow is just, so tight and they need to kind of navigate that territory, and you know that they're nervous. But when you look at the numbers and you kind of analyze it, you can see how can you guide them from here to there that they will make it through that period. And I think we've seen it with clients where they get through that period and they're so relieved at the end of it that you become their best friend almost. You become an extension of their business.
Yeah, no, Janelle, I definitely agree, because as soon as we provide a client with that cash flow projection, it's more like a efficient planning tool for them for the upcoming chapter in their business.
100%. I think so many times in practice, in my years in practice, is you get bank statements or, whatever data it is, and you produce financial statements, and it's after year end, it's 3 months after year end, and you produce a backward looking financial statements, where what I think we've started really delving into is the forward looking and what's currently happening in the business, so that business owners are able to make changes and make more informed decisions that will impact the business now, as opposed to 3 months ago, we made that mistake. How do we rectify it now?
That's true. I have a client where the cash flow constraints really might change the decision-making going forward for this business and what they can afford if they need to consider paying all their suppliers, re-looking at their expenses, because the cash flow projection is showing more money is needed than what's currently coming in. So it's really helpful to clients to know what to expect for the months coming.
100%. And I think, I've seen you with your clients and then you sit and you go, okay, maybe if we juggle things this way, okay, let's lean on the accounts we have there, because that's business. That's, guiding them, going, okay, no, let's do that. Then we can free up this little bit of cash, or, maybe we need to get debtors to pay a bit quicker. How are we going to do it? Are we going to offer settlement discounts, or, and guiding clients in that way is so much more meaningful than here's your set of annual financial statements, sign them and submit to SARS.
Yes, and then they have to pay money into SARS because they made a little bit more in the last month when we did the provisional estimate.
One of the most important things in giving advice to clients is being able to present them with a document that they will understand. I think the financial analytics that we have started implementing for our clients, where there's graphs that show them what happened from last year to this year, that show them kind of where their break-even points are in their business, what they need to achieve, I think that's really started having a meaningful impact into how clients are making decisions in their business and being proactive about, the hurdles that they need to overcome.
That is so true, especially when they ask, can we have this report more frequently?
100%, because I think when they look at it, it makes more sense than an income statement and a balance sheet. It's a graph, it's got a bit of insight. We show clients what is actually this graph meaning to your business and what changes do you maybe need to make, or is there maybe a part of your business that you really need to zoom into and focus a bit more diligently on. One of the ways at Cornerstone that we have been able to become advisors and not just accountants is through the softwares that we use. We've implemented some amazing financial analytic tools. We've got, different accounting softwares that we use with our clients, because we've obviously had situations where clients come to us and they've had no accounting softwares. And then for certain they're not understanding what's going on in their business.
Yes, and then having to catch up on manual processing and submitting accurate reports. It's so much easier if you can use a software like Sage or Xero just to have everything in one central place.
Absolutely. And I think one of the things we've really done with our clients is help them understand their software, because it's their software at the end of the day. The Sage system or the Xero, it's their business, it's their software. They need to understand what's going on. But clients choose to stay with us because we're not just there to punch the numbers. And I've always had a thing where I've said to clients, I want you to be able to do that part of it if you wanted to, but that you want Cornerstone on board because you know that we're going to walk a path with you, we're going to give you advisory. About 3 years ago, we started building out Microsoft Dynamics within the organization to tie our business together and to be able to really give optimal service to our clients, that when they call in to Cornerstone, we can automatically see exactly what is going on, what advice has been given to them, or if they were waiting on feedback on something, it's immediately available.
I agree, Chanel. Our technology is definitely game-changing. Since implementing Dynamics, everything is under one roof. We can see inside detail of investment advice given to a client. We can see details given to a client about employee benefits, insurance claims that they had to deal with, medical aid claims that dealt with. For instance, where we had tax returns done, we could access the medical aid certificates directly without needing a broker on hand. The same with employee benefits when we need to do payroll. Everything is under one roof and we can manage it, and we don't have to run around from broker to manage all of these documents.
Biggest benefits about being an accountant within the Cornerstone ecosystem is having everything readily available to us. Not having to rely on your client to now speak to their insurance broker to make sure that they're not under or overinsured. We can speak to the brokers directly on behalf of our clients and ensure that they are correctly insured, because we as accountants, we need to make sure that our clients are looked after and that they're not being taken for a ride, that they're not overinsured or overpaying on insurance premiums, for example. Or if they've got, retained earnings in their business, to ensure that they're getting solid financial advice on how to invest that retained earnings, that their business thrives and really yields a result from it. Or where they've got group schemes, that we can pull the data from the employee benefits company and ensure that the payroll is run accurately. I think when clients are left to deal with 6 different individuals, trying to tie everything together, it really leaves room for mistakes to happen. I think what's clear is that Cornerstone Tax and Accounting is leaning into the advisory-led approach to accounting. If you'd like to transform your accounting into an advisory-led approach, visit our website or reach out to the Cornerstone team, and we'd love to meet with you and get to understand your business and walk a path with you.